right, today we are starting a new series. The Grand. I'm just kidding, that's grand. Not yet, at least. Soon. Next year. FN Reflex XL MRD. So, this is going to be the first 100 rounds through the MRD XL or XL MRD, whichever one you decide. And I was excited about this because of the form factor and the competition between the EDCs and this, because the 509C also was very, 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 very nice. I really did enjoy that 509C. It's just accurate out the box. It was just like the Walther PDP in that I just connected immediately with it, shot very well. Even the guest shooters had a good time. So I'm excited about this one. Let's see how it does. Stay tuned for the outro. Oh, and I think I did mention something about the back strap. I said that, the grip was a little skinny. I can change that out. I don't know why. I haven't done it. Oopsies. I haven't done it. So, pardon moi. Let's get into it. Not too much. Just my initial first 100 rounds always goes over the first take of the feel of the gun, the look of the gun, the overall overall mechanics of it, and then getting into the shooting or firing. Stay tuned for the outro. We'll talk about the little specifics and enjoy. We'll see you after.
This video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. All firearm handling shown is performed by trained individuals in a controlled environment. Always follow the 4 rules of gun safety. Number 1, treat your firearm as if it is loaded. Number 2, never point a firearm at anything you do not intend to destroy. Number 3, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Number 4, be sure of your target and what's beyond it. Comply with all local, state, and federal laws regarding firearms. Do not attempt to replicate any actions seen in this video without proper training and safety measures. The creators assume no liability for misuse or unsafe practices.
Welcome back. Hey you, it's the Pew. 1,000 round review series today. I'm trying to let the sun hit the gear so I'm not overshadowing it. Here we go. So 1,000 round review series today, starting a new gun, new firearm. It is my second FN that I have shot. It is the Reflex MRD. MRD. I'll get you that acronym, but it's basically the optics plate on the top. These aren't the screws. I couldn't find the screws for the hollow sun. I bought it used, so I don't know how many rounds it has through it. It is quite used. The spring seems to be pretty mellow and loose. But yeah, initial impressions for, just gripping the gun is, it feels good, like a 365. Just like a 365 with more texture. It's got the texture that you want, that I wanted on the X Macro, 365X Macro. And it's a little bit more robust texture around the finger, and there's no palm swell, but there is a lot of texture here. There isn't texture on the sides, but there is a takedown lever that you can grip onto as you're shooting. No texture on the trigger guard. The undercut is okay. It's got a Picatinny sights. It's a Trigicon dot out there, which is pretty nice, but can't really see it. But it's got that orange outline, so that's nice. Slide feels good. Trigger. This is the thing that really is the strangest trigger that I've ever felt before, because it's a hinge in the back here, so there is no safety. And the brake, it's just, there's just squish all the way through. There isn't there is a wall, but it just feels like it keeps going and then it breaks. So not bad, but it's definitely interesting to me. The reset, it's a little bit, I'd say it's halfway further than I would like it to be, but it is what it is. This is the gun. Mag release is nice. I like that's not ambidextrous, so I can bring my grip finger around. I don't know what that's called, but it's definitely something that I've practiced, where I have 4 points of contact with my left hand. So I have the palm here, the thumb over here, my finger, index finger underneath the trigger guard, and then my middle finger over on this side. So the rest of my hand, the rest of my fingers wrap around, but those are the 4 points of contact that I have rather than just 3. Because if I just have my middle finger out here, then I would just have the 3 points. And then if I had it here, I just have the, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3 points and then 3 points, but I just changed the 3 point with my index finger up here. Okay, enough of that. Today we are firing at 10, I'm sorry, this is 12. 12 and, oh, you know, it might be 20. Yeah, it's 20. So 12 and 20, I'm gonna give that a shot. G-code paradigm holster, because it's awesome and it works. I don't have to go searching, although this gun used, it came with a couple of mag pouches and a holster itself, so I might try that out. Versacarry mag caddy and the tier 1 concealed mag pouch. Comes with magazines, and for the purposes of this YouTube channel and the video, it's 10 round magazines with a extended base plate. So yeah, that's nice. Sixed out a little bit. Yeah, it holds 10 rounds. How about that? Shooting today with target range from Ammo Incorporated 9mm 115 grain full metal jacket. Let's get her going. Thank you so much for being here. This is gonna be cool. Can't wait to shoot this. I'm excited. These are 10 round, but you can get extended or regular size magazines that are 18 rounds. So and I think the one that I bought came with 3 10 round. So before we get going, I'm going to do a couple dry fire exercises. This series is stand, shoot, draw from inside the waistband or outside. Later on with the 2011s, I'll be using thigh rig. This is just to familiarize myself with the firearm, its characteristics, eccentricities, and nuances that you can't get from just shooting 50 to 100 rounds. And even 1,000 rounds isn't enough. So the purposes of what I'm doing for this entire year, for the most part, other than doing comparisons, is these firearms that I have, I am going to run them through their paces with 1,000 rounds, and then further exploration with ones that really stand out to me. So I'm hoping this one is like the 365 and that it has that staying power. We're going to get my bearings first, but yeah, that's going to be the majority of it, punching out through 50 yards all the way down to like 10 yards with the target. So drills aren't moving. I'm not doing any kind of tactical shooting. I'm just getting to understand my draw, fire, the recoil, the slide, grip, return to 0, sight acquisition, etc. So in case you're new, this is what I do for the newbies that come in watching the channel. For the first 100 rounds, this is my spiel, and this is what I am doing now, because I haven't done it before with other videos. So here we go. It feels great. It feels really, really good in the hand. So just like the 365, it's got that plus for it. Print, I mean, if you have the extended mag, then it's gonna print a little bit. Okay, here we go. We'll do 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I'm sorry, 30. We'll do 30. 30, 30, 30, 30. Yeah. It's got a little bit of a kick. Got a little bit of a kick. My grip was way off. Unintentional second shot, which was way over down to the left. First shot though, yeah, I had to aim right as normal because I keep both eyes open. unintentional second shot, but it was nice. I'll take it. That's another thing I'll mention is I'm not putting any sort of aftermarket parts or red dots or anything like that. It's just completely holistic, just the gun itself, unless I purchased the gun used and it already has some aftermarket parts on it, like the FN509C had I think it had a reflex trigger on it, so that is what it is. And if it has a red dot, then I won't have it on, and I took this one off, so. Wow, that trigger is pretty sensitive. It's nice, but for everyday carry, I would rather it be a little bit more, have a little bit more play. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, and you get your grip down. Okay, pretty good. One thing I do notice is, yeah, first couple shots I slipped off here because it doesn't have any grip texture and it's rounded at the bottom, so would like it if it had that there, but that's just my personal preference. Nothing wrong with it. It's a little bit snappier than the SIG, and that may be because, hang on, it affects my face. Maybe because of the compensator that the SIG 365X macro comp has. Where is my? So I do notice that part about it. What the heck? Sorry, stand by. All right. Despite it having that kick, the return to zero in side acquisition, well, side acquisition from the draw is just beneath the 365. That one's just super quick. But return to zero after the recoil it's not bad. It's not bad. Let's do the 12-yard now. It's okay. Yeah, no, it's not bad. A little bit low on the left, though. It's okay. Yeah, left. Still aiming to the right, but it's what it is. After shooting so many different firearms, I'm really liking the trigger guard front face that is curved inward and then out to give it that lift, so it's like a gas pedal for my index finger. Nothing wrong with this though, it shoots well, and maybe someday if I collab with or get some gun company or make my own gun that has that trigger guard, I'll put it on there. And like, I'm gonna do a paradiddle. Nope. Ejection pattern is it's kind of all over the place. It's a little to the front and somewhat to the back, but a little. It's actually perpendicular to my body, so just as the gun shoots, it's doing it. Dang it. All right, so let's do paradiddle. Let me try to get high up in the middle. I don't know where that's going. Try again, it's too low to the left. right, back to paradiddle. Oh, unintentional. Grip, grip, grip. Those last 10, I was flopping it with my hand. So let me do the long target at 20. Just see where I'm hitting. I'm gonna hit to the right off the shoulder, just to see if where I am in terms of aim. Yeah, okay. Light primer probably, yep. First one with these target and range rounds. Okay, all right, yeah, initial 100, pretty good. A little bit more snap than I would like, but that's just the nature of the beast with this pistol. Grip is great. I feel very good with the grip, very confident with it. I wish it had a little bit more texturing on the trigger guard, and also maybe a couple of gas pedals out on the side just to help with the recoil a little bit. It's hot. Shocker, right? Shooting a gun gets hot. I'm not going to do too much cleaning. It's got a lot of grease from the previous owner. Yeah, not too bad. Aiming's all over the place though. I was kind of wonky, but just give me some time and I can zero it in a little bit more. All right, stay for the outro. This is a fun gun. Yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings and keep it going. Thank you so much, but don't forget to pick up this brass, wash your ass, be kind to your wait staff. Say hi to your mom for me. Okay, first 100 in the bag. That trigger, man. I don't know, and you'll see throughout the shoot. That's probably about 4 pounds, I would say. But it's just got some play in there. There's a wall right here, but it's still got some squishy squish. And then break, reset. That's a little far out there. Shooting was great. I was pretty accurate with it. I felt good. The sights, I got to get used to, but I like how it has that red painted circle part around the Trigicon. Yeah, this Trigicon. So, and then the platform overall is very nice, very thin, slim form factor compared to a Glock 19X. You can see that this is a little bit thicker. So it did okay. It did all right. I had a good time. I like that you can swap out the mag release instead of having it be ambidextrous. So that's that. The price, I have to take a look at it, but I do think that this one was a little pricey even for a used, and most likely because of that name. So yeah, first impressions is good, but not great like some of the other firearms. So I was excited, and I still am, to go into it, to keep going further, because it can surprise me. But initially it's I'll hold my comments for later. So thank you so much for being here. The camera setup, you know, I go back and forth between these shoots because I've shot these before, and then when I do my reviews, it's current time. So I have a backlog that I post up and everything. So that's how I conduct my shoots. It was every day, and it's still ongoing, but it's just a little bit out of order. So that's what you're seeing. I don't have the over the shoulder camera like I do now have over for the targets, right? I have over the shoulder now instead of on the targets only. So we'll see how that goes, and leave some comments and feedback what you think and how that performs for everybody. Doing really well. I was surprised the RXM had some great views, actually, almost 1,000 views on around 900. I think it's just the algorithm reaching out to new viewers. Once they start to see that I do 100 rounds per episode, it might sway some people away. So hopefully that is something that people catch on to, and they understand that I'm doing the long haul marathon sort of jog with my content, and I do appreciate everybody that is still here. And whenever you're watching this, thank you so much for giving me a shot, giving me support, and appreciating what it is that I do. And also to the commenters, the people that have given their 2 cents and allowed me to be inspired and given me ideas and creative ways to present my content. So all of that to say, thank you so much. Round 200 coming tomorrow. Let's keep it going. Let's see how we do with this. And I like it. It feels good. It's just it's a great feeling. All the amenities, they're there. All the textures is, well, for the most part, all the texture is there. So yeah, then we'll get into the price. Features and everything aside, we want to know if we can afford this thing. Okay. Like, subscribe, comment, recommend, all that jazz, not that particular order. I appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow. 照顾好自己，注意安全。